G'day everyone, Ali here. Well, today I've decided to use some stuff that I have found in the craft room that I haven't used for ages. So I've got this old paint here, I don't know what it's like, because I use either the Craft or Semco or the Montmartre paint. So I just want to use it up basically. So I've got this little notebook that I found in my stash. I haven't even used it, so I thought I'm going to start using it as a journal. I've got some die cuts here that I don't know why I hoard die cuts, but I do. These are all like alphabets and happy and all that, and I have fussy cut this out of one of the Daphne Diary magazine. So I saw this and I went, that looks like me lately. So I'm going to get started. So I've got some Liquitex gel here, and I'm just going to randomly glue all these die cuts down. So it doesn't matter which way they go, I'm just going to randomly just glue them all down. So I've decided that I'm going to use them today. And I don't know about you, but yeah, I'm a real hoarder of stuff. I just keep every little scrap around. So do you do that? Love to hear if you do. So yeah, but what have I been up to lately? So I've been really busy just with work as well. So I have a mentally challenging job. So I do admin in a government department, and it's a very busy department that I work in, so I've been busy there, but I've also been really busy with my array. So we've been looking after her. We had her for a few days last week. It was a public holiday here on the Gold Coast with the Gold Coast show, and it was really good to have her for the day. We actually went to go and see the great-grandparents as well, and they absolutely loved seeing her. So we had a fantastic day with her. So Molly is in the craft room. Yes, she's behind me, getting into mischief. So she has she's been really good as well. So as I mentioned, just randomly sticking all of these letters, and these are just die cuts left over from various letters that yeah, as I said, I've hoarded basically. So, whoops, yes, Molly, getting into some stuff there. And this is a really good way of just using up those pieces as well. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, so my array is really the apple of our eye. She's just such a good kid. And yeah, so Mum's going back to work next week. So I've got her on Tuesday. I'm taking a flex day to look after her, because her mum is going to be, or Mum's mum, the other grandma, is going to be looking after Darian. Sorry, my array. So, okay, now I think this is where I'm going to be putting my things. So I don't want to have, I'm going to stick that on after, So I don't want the letters to be underneath because they will make it a bit thick, and I don't want it too thick. So here on the Gold Coast, it's a little bit fire ravaged at the moment. So we are in spring here, coming into summer, and we're going to be, the forecast for really hot weather here on the southeast Queensland. So we're all on alert where we live. It's not too bad here, as in the way of we don't have a lot of bush around us. I live in an estate, so where there's plenty of houses and unfortunately very little wooded area. So yeah, today, and I haven't been on as much as what I would like on YouTube, only because we've just been so busy as well. So we've had to we did a path around the side of our house as well, so we've actually just been a year in this house, so which has just flown by so quickly. Oops. So okay, so some of the colour of the papers just come off there. That's okay, I'm not too fussed because it's going to be covered up. So I've got a flower here, so I might try and stick that flower actually just in there. So this will give this page some dimension as well. Okay, so that's pretty good. So I'm just going to dry that off. So I've got some paint. I'm just going to, now this is really thick because it is really old, but that's okay. Oh, I've got some gold here. I don't know what it's going to be like. Yep, pretty thick. Can always water it down though. I've got some white. So I've been having a bit of a clean up as well the past couple of days, just of the craft room, because it just gets a little bit, yeah, so every now and then I have to just do a bit of a clean up. I'm just going to put a paper towel underneath. It's going to be probably blobby, but that's okay. This will make the page as well a little bit thicker as well, which will be good. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, so just randomly just going all over my page. Just everywhere. And I haven't gessoed this page either, so I just wanted to, for the colour to come through, so I'm not gessoing over the top as such. So I'm just now just randomly hitting the page with some blue. And I'll just hit the page with some of this green as well. So just watering it down, not really putting any effort, I guess, into this. And just see where it takes me, basically. So just do up here. I'll just bring some of that gold colour back in. As well, whoops. Okay. Just not thinking about it. And I guess that's probably the trick, is just not thinking about what you're doing. So I'm just going to dry that off. Okay, so I've got a small fan brush. I find this one really good to use. Don't know if you can see that. So it's a nice smaller fan brush, not a big one. I do like this one. So what I'm going to do, I might just add some splatters to my page, seeing I've got all this paint here, just like so. And some gold splatters. And just go through all of them. Oops. There's a big blob there. Like I said, this paint is really old. It is, I'd say it's 20 years old. I think I had it when the kids were little, so I've got adult kids, so yeah, so it is pretty old. I think I do remember buying this when the kids were younger. So yeah, so I'll just hit that with the spray. Sorry, the gun. I'll just heat that off. So I've just got a Finnabair stamp, and I'm just going to use some Memento ink just to randomly stamp all over. So adding 2 layers of my page. Now these are really small and they're really great. I don't know how much I paid for these, but I think I got them from the Australian online craft store. And you can't read this, but that doesn't matter. Just randomly, just adding to some interest. So I'll just dry that off. Okay, now just going to get some Memento ink. I think I'm just going to do my brown. I'm just going to go over my raised letters here. Just like that. Just for some added interest. It's looking pretty good. Now, I'm going to add my picture here, and just going to use my gel medium just to glue this down. Also going to just go over the top just to give it a seal. As well. So I've just got some Pit Artist pens. These are the just the brush type. I'm just going to go just on one side, just to see if I can just make these pop a bit. So just not thinking about it really. Now I haven't sealed this, so they will just sit on the top and you won't be able to move it. Well, I can't move it, but that's okay. I'm just having a play. So just trying to, yep, just make them pop a bit. Just not thinking about it, just going in. Right. So that's good. Now just for my quote. So let me have a look. Okay, so I've got the Tim Holtz quotation here. So I think I'm going to use one of these. Oops. Okay. I think I might use the black one with the gold writing on. Listen to your heart. Oops. I like that one. See possibility everywhere. Okay. So I've got a Posca pen here. Just gonna, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Doodle around the outside. just going to go round. The outside of this, because I did use some gel medium on here, so just put some shading around, and that will just make that pop just like so. There you go, and there's my page done just for today. Do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please give me your thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. And until my next video, happy crafting. See ya!